purposes. You can start to understand where something strange can seem like just a coincidence and quickly start to
What's
pop
up,
up.
targeted family? So I'm watching this YouTube video, gang stalking tactics revealed, let's say like 4chan or something like that. Green text thread. Look it up. And I want to speak briefly about what I started noticing at the beginning again. Um, Once I seen I was being stalked and being hacked, and you know, I had a lot of money invested in stocks and things like that, and I was getting hacked out of my stock accounts and my phone, and just different things. At a certain point, I felt like I needed to get away. I needed to get my children and my children's mother away. So we started taking little vacations. At this time, I'm not familiar with the extent of what people can do to cameras and stuff like that. So I'm kind of trusting my cameras. Um, and my house was unattended for. We was going on. Not far because I'm disabled, so I can't travel too far. And it was in the middle of the pandemic. Um, Shit was shut down. So it was crazy. So we didn't really get to enjoy the vacations to the fullest because it was pandemic time, so that sucked. But what I want to bring your attention to, what I noticed was people from my community, same cars and people from my community. Well, I can't say exactly. Well, yeah, I can say exactly. It was people from my community. Um, some people I recognize, but I don't know them. Maybe had quick dealings with them and stuff like that. But people from my community was literally out there on vacation with me and my family. Um, Hotel rooms. I would get certain hotel rooms. People would be in the next door hotel rooms, fuck like they fucking it up, just making loud noise, being like you could tell was blatant. You could tell this stuff was purposely done. Having mouth like it was like out of control. Nobody would do that. Nobody would be that inconsiderate um, and do that in the hotel room, you know. But at these specific this specific time, um, the hotel rooms was outside. So like it was a little easier to do stuff like that. Whereas though I think they were the only one on the one side to me. Um, so it was crazy. But just think about if they're tracking you, which they was. They was tracking my phones. They were absolutely in my phones. Um, One would make the argument like, because the way they hack you and stuff like that, they won't really hack you out of your stuff unless you're making it kind of hard on them. And then they will, do DNS attacks and stuff like that to end up, manipulating and just sending you, spoofing you, and sending you in places that, basically to steal your credentials and just do other IT stuff. You look it up. It's hard for me to explain it because I don't really know too much about that stuff. It's not in my area, but I do know from experience what was being done to me. So they were tracking me through my phone. I'm unfamiliar. I'm new to iPhone. First of all, I just bought my first iPhone um, because I was being hacked. So I'm thinking, they saying the iPhones are more secure and stuff like that. So yeah, they just completely targeted me and following me and everything like that on vacations. So like it's kind of weird. Now peep this. Even I booked while we out. I think yeah we was in Jersey. Um, Even on my I bought trips booked. Uh, well, we booked basically sightseeing for whales. So we went out on the boat to see whales and stuff. These people booked trips and was on the boat with me. You understand what I'm saying to you? I never really talked about this shit and documented it back then, but I knew, like, I recognized some people that have been watching me for a long time. Um, I could say maybe even, yeah, for a long time. Like, on the boat with me, like actually booked. Like, they have to be close to you for whatever they doing. They have to be close to you. Now I know that they're probably mimicking your device and stuff like that, and you know, they probably have to they geolocation have to be somewhere close to yours to kind of mimic it, or something. I don't know, because at this time I'm not using VPNs. See, I really believe, I don't know enough about this, but a suspicion I have is that they actually hide behind your own VPN. But the lose situation is, if you don't use a VPN, they will be able to. That's one protection that help with DNS protection, like protecting your DNS to VPN. So they but that can be hacked. So it's like they will target it and hack that VPN. I don't know if they sell our data out or whatever the case may be, um, but they will hack that VPN eventually. So you do have to kind of change the passwords on it a lot. Now, if you don't, again, they will end up hacking it. You won't know, and they will be fucking really fucking you. You know what I'm saying? In so many different ways. You'll see me on a rap app where I'm dominating this rap app. Actually, these people were able to make it where as though I would connect with people. The estimated wait time is 10 seconds. I would be waiting 20 minutes for over 20 minutes for one connection. They were able to just completely sabotage me. Um, this is recent stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Not too long ago, within this year. Uh, it's just it's crazy. It's mind-boggling. But yes, they would always be he's speaking 100% truth. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I like, and then I love the way he describes stuff and show that people are being targeted for different reasons. You might be being targeted because of race, because of they trying to cover up and hide stuff, which they are in my way. I call out white supremacists, especially because of the community stuff that happened to me, the tactics that they used in my community. Certain people and the way I see that they think they have stuff organized. But yes, people are targeted for different reasons. So don't be so quick to judge another person for what they speaking up about being targeted about. And again, I was being targeted from within my system, which is workman's comp. And workman's comp is a dirty system, but it's a white supremacist system too. In my area, which in my state, not just city, not just town, in my state, I believe, it's only two black workman's comp lawyers. One of them worked at the firm that represented me. Another one I ended up having a meeting with, and they put me in a position where I was unable to hire him. I was getting attacked by so many different white people in so many heinous ways, um, targeting my health and everything. I'm not racist in no way. Well, maybe you can say I am, because I'm a part of my people. I want my people to do good. So in that way, that's how you consider. But hateful in any way, or even thinking that I'm better than anybody because of my race in any way, that's not my heart. That's not who I am. But again, I felt like bruh, it's like everything in my body felt. I never called people white supremacists. I might have felt like people were racist and did little racist stuff sometimes and every once in a while. And I still even seen the good in people and work with people, stuff like that. But I was always, um, I was never basically one person. That's actually, you can look up one of my videos of me actually addressing my people. I'll link the description, I mean the video in the description, about, emphasizing so much, putting so much on white supremacy. But from, my experience, I was wrong in certain ways. I was still right because you can't let it consume you. I do believe there's a lot of good white people out here. And I believe there's a difference between, as I spoke on in my previous video, I believe it's a difference between white people and white supremacists. Um, period. And I believe, honestly, a lot of the white people that's being targeted are some of the white people that helped free slaves. I always remind my people, some of them helped free us. Some of them wasn't with us. Same way you see a lot of white people out here fighting for animal rights and stuff like that. They seen us as an animal. Some white people was not going for it. You know what I'm saying? I always remind my people of that because you have to remind that you can't be just going around. Same thing with this gang stalking stuff. It's mental warfare, so you can't go around. We listen, I understand completely, and I would be a hypocrite to say I didn't feel these ways. But they will box you in and make you feel like the whole world is doing this to you. And that's what they try to do. That's what they want to do. They would love to get you to become schizophrenic, or just show schizophrenic symptoms so they can use that against you. Period. That's a proven fact. Uh, like, why else would people do heinous stuff like that? They're after your mind. This is 100% terrorism. You know what I mean? Just in a different way as he speak on them, using different devices that's causing health problems and stuff like that. As I reported, I've been had some health problems. First of all, just from the start, I questioned, was this all done from the start? Just from the start, I was completely healthy. Like, you know what I mean? Um, I end up going and getting a surgery on my hand and end up with these neurological conditions. Before this, I was perfectly healthy, very fit. That's why I kind of still look fit now, even though I got a lot of old people problems. Um, that's what it felt like. I be making noises when I move sometimes. It's like, no, but it's from pain. I deal with a lot of pain. But before this, I was perfectly healthy. Actually, I got hurt at work, as I expressed. But at every job, I would work the majority of, or if not everybody in the job. At most jobs, people loved my work ethic. Everywhere I went, I was a hard worker regardless. If I got in problems at work, it was because I was standing up for something, or, somebody was just trying to, thought they can try to bully me, I guess, because I'm really a nice person, like extremely nice person. And sometimes people, no, a lot of times people think you a sucker because you're nice until you know what I'm saying? We all know the look on their faces, and I love that look on their faces where they be like, where did this come? I didn't know you had that. Yeah, I'm very nice. I will go above and beyond to service you and support you, and that's just the kind of person I am. As you can see, I was trying different experiments because they watching me, so I was trying, like, that's that Faraday stuff, the stuff they used to wrap your phones and stuff like that. But I mean, even when you think about that, look at how, like, that looks crazy to the average person. The average person not believing that people would go through so much the to sabot, like, 24/7 surveillance. You want me to believe that surveilling you, they're following you around? Who are you? First of all, it sound very narcissistic, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you that people would be following you around 24/7, trying to destroy your finances, hack all your. They spend a lot of money, a lot of resources. They make themselves vulnerable in a lot of ways. But they feel like I guess could they have these judges, lawyers, as I spoke on. I have plenty of videos with me speaking on this. And like the beautiful thing is, I love that he brought up the life insurance thing. Because Shavi Zane, I always give her credit for this. She showed me from a reading she had, not directly for me, but I never got a reading from her. But just her reading stuff and stuff like that, just that situation of how somebody could be trying to set you up for a life insurance policy. And this is how some of your closest family and people like that get involved with it. Um, a price gets put on your head. These people spend a lot of resources. You will see a lot of officers being corrupted. Everything you depend on, they be controlling. So you're reaching out to these people thinking they're helping you, and they're working with these people the whole time. It's heinous. I think it's a grave threat to disabled people. If you have disabled people in your family, watch them. Watch them go, like, protect them. Period. Because I'm still able to protect myself and do stuff in certain ways, but that a lot of people are not. And I suffered heavy. Like, I lose vision, I lose the ability to walk around, shit, to even move my neck at certain times and stuff like that. But some people are permanently like that. uh, and this is going on to them, with them. A lot of elders, again, a lot of females. It's way bigger than me, and I feel as though as long as I have a voice, because some people can't even communicate no more. Some of the weapons and stuff that they target your brain. Some people is unable to even communicate. At most times, I'm unable to communicate. Sometimes my speech is I don't like doing it, because my speech messed up. I can't find words. And you'll see that a lot and hear that a lot. But I don't care. I'm kind of embrace it now, but I do be wanting to edit certain videos and stuff like that. But some people are unable to do it at all. Some people are so mad because they are being targeted and basically victimized, that they speak from anger, and that makes them look bad. But it's not. And they're not wrong for being angry at people targeting them. Doing perverted stuff like watching them in the bathroom, watching you 24/7, everything you doing, like hacking you out of your devices, spying on you through your devices. Who would be angry for being mad that that's happening to them? You would kind of be insane for not feeling no kind of way. Like, I have children in my house. Like, wouldn't I be kind of look insane for not being mad that people are literally watching me and my children in my house? Like, that's crazy. I have a daughter here. Even if I didn't, even if it was just me by myself, it's still heinous. It's crazy. But that's the type of stuff they do, and that's the type of stuff a lot of our elders and a lot of people that act like they so high and mighty. Some of these people getting a lot of money from this stuff, so you might admire these people and think these people are out working hard, but literally this is what they're doing. They're stalking people, you know what I'm saying, and trying to set people up. He called it COINTELPRO 2.0. I say this shit is like 20.0, because just from the technology aspect, technology have came so far. I have a tree branch. I have a video of what I believe these people 100% destroyed my kids' trampoline. We got my kids a trampoline, um, and like, I just looked for this tree to get inspected to make some. They was telling me the tree was perfectly healthy and everything. It said it could use some trimming, but it was cool. It's no threat. You know what I'm saying? Right after this, My girlfriend says she seen a drone flying in the backyard. Uh, like next couple days, we did have a storm, a crazy storm or whatever, and which you'll see in the video. But then the tree branch just fall directly and destroyed my kid's trampoline. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So this stuff do happen, and that's why I say I believe. I don't know if they were involved in it. You know, when people are targeting you and doing stuff like that, it's quick to kind of put everything on them. Like certain stuff be, just happening to your phone. Sometimes that is regular, but if somebody's hacking your phone and doing stuff at all times, you be like, yo, what the these motherfuckers? Like that's natural. You're being targeted. People are, you know, and most of the time they still had a factor in that, because even if they don't hack you, which they've been doing to me, they will still use devices that will mess with your equipment, mess with your signals and stuff like that. And I believe them even doing, I don't know too much about their devices and stuff like that, but I do believe that even in they like I believe they do crash certain stuff. Like I was kind of studying it a while ago about like with the Wi-Fi. I don't use Wi-Fi at all no more, but I still get hacked. It'd be feeling like I'm plugging my devices into the hackers. I'm telling you. But um, with the Wi-Fi, I was reading something where it's still they like overwhelm your router and it end up giving up information, like so the protection don't work, it end up leaking information because they like basically sending so much data at it that it over look it up, because I can't tell you too much on this stuff. I am familiar with it, and from experience your devices might overheat and stuff like that, like even your phone or cell phone, your phone or your routers and stuff like that might get real hot, you know what I'm saying? When they're doing this. And the whole time they riding through your street making a bunch of noise, making a presence known, and just doing stuff to it's crazy. People are really doing this. So a little quick talk. Um just to keep it going and keep it moving, and I definitely wanted to speak on it and let you know, listen man, these people are following you a lot more than you think they are. If you in the car, they really following you. um if you're on transportation, it makes it a lot harder for me, to me, and that's why I would prefer transportation if you're being targeted. But they do control that too. Even the workers and stuff like that, and people that work for the companies and different, they make buses come late. I don't believe in too many coincidences. Every time I would go out, buses wouldn't come every time, like literally, or they would stuff be held up, like the train to get held up for a while because they're maneuvering the people in position. They have to follow you a lot more. I kind of know the transportation system because I've been using it since I was about 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I can maneuver around a little more, but they have access to, like, they will have people at those stations. Like the resources they spend is crazy. The amount of people that they have, and they use is crazy. The surveillance game is crazy. Like not to the point where you can't tell they surveilling you, but you know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of the people, like, bruh, like, was you even trying to hide and blend in? And which I think some of them not, and sometimes maybe they want to be. Well, a lot of times they do want your attention, and they want to try to drive you crazy. They do, but not when you trying to expose them as much, which I've been trying to do. Yeah, it's just crazy. So they play different games. You dealing with children. It's like you're dealing with children out here. Cause these people do not act like adults in no way. Some of them, I just be like, yo, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. I know you have probably grandkids older than me, grandkids older than me. You understand what I'm saying? And you creating this future for your offspring. Period. This is the future that you're creating for your offspring. So that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You're making these people more powerful. I I don't see how you can logically explain and defend yourself in any way. So it's shameful. You should be ashamed of yourself. And this kind of bring me joy. It made me rejoice in certain ways because I'm proud of the man I am. I would never be a scumbag like that. It's no amount of money you can pay me to target people I don't know. Like, nah, bruh. Like, that's not my job either. Like, I'm not targeting nobody. Like, this is why we have laws set in place. This is why we have a legal system. This is if somebody like, so there's no way for you to even trick me into this. Um, like unless you showing me this person is a pedophile or like doing know what I mean, and even that, if you're showing me that, you can show that to the judge and and like, you know what I'm saying, this person would be behind bars or something. You know what I'm saying? But maybe it is instances where people is getting away with certain heinous shit. You know what I mean? Like that pedophilia or rape or shit like that. Whatever the case may be. Um, I don't know because I done seen some heinous shit and this stuff had wasn't happening to them. They wasn't. You think they're targeting murderers like they're targeting us? Do you think they're targeting rapists like they're targeting us? Do you think they targeting pedophiles like they're targeting us? Maybe a little bit, but the real ones, no, they're not. They're locking them up. They getting them points. They getting that case. They locking them up. You know what I mean? They're not targeting you, making it known that they targeting you, watching you in the bathtub, making it known that they're watching you in the bathtub. They're not hacking you, making it known that they're hacking you. If they're hacking your phone and they want to surveil it in a way that they're not making themselves known. You understand what I'm saying? So this is completely not the case. You know what I'm saying? They would not be making themselves known. Period. So no, they don't do this to rapists, murderers, terrorists. You think they do this to terrorists? No. Why would they do this to terrorists? Why would they show the terrorists, I'm watching you? Why would they do that? And then in my defense, and I have the receipts and stuff, why would a terrorist be reaching out to the DOJ, the FBI, and different places trying to, get, like I literally at first when having no idea that the same police that was involved with doing this, is involved with doing this to me, was coming to my house, fishing information from me. This is another thing I want to talk about in this video. Fishing, like, what kind of router do you have? And I was telling them because I trusted them. I thought that they was trying to protect me. But not only am I letting these people get close to my cameras, which you can manipulate stuff like that if you get close to the cameras and stuff like that, because they have different devices, stuff that they could just manipulate, walk past your cameras and manipulate it. You'll see my cameras freezing up a lot when people walk past it and different stuff like that. So yeah, it's just crazy, son. Oh, but yeah, the same officers would do that, like come to my house and literally be fishing information, gang stalking me at the same time. So again, and I'm just feeding them. Well, what kind of router do you have? Yeah, which one? Yeah. Uh, okay. So now you can look up that router vulnerabilities. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So it's crazy. actually told me, hack them back. Like, bruh, I don't think that's even legal to say. Like, and then first of all, like, why would you tell somebody reaching out to you, a disabled man, to try and protect their family, hack them back? Like, bruh, like, ain't that your job? Well, maybe not the police officer's job, but it's damn sure your job to kind of point me in the direction I need to go for my safety, and my family's safety, not tell me to do the fucking job, bruh. What? 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 Like, I can't make this up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hack them back. Like, bruh, what? But these same cops, and one of the same cops, I got his badge number and stuff like that. It's just, it's like, bruh, like, part of the whole system is everything you depend on. And they box you in where it's like, bruh, you don't have no. That's why I say if you have somebody disabled or elderly, and even females, and man, just people in generally. But I would definitely go down a list like kind of in that order, because that's like the most vulnerable, the disabled, elderly, females, and anybody in general. I mean, we stand up for animals now. So I mean, I think humans is deserving of that, the same rights that we say we have. We saying we not living in a white supremacist, and capitalistic country corporation, as I like to say. But why is this going on? You know what I mean? And it's crazy. But it is in 2024. I have to emphasize that because we like to think we came a long way, but if we just hide in this type of stuff, COINTELPRO and stuff like that, and it's still going on behind the scenes, how far did we come? Y'all just got better with hiding it. You just got better with manipulating people. That's it. You just became a bigger liar. And instead of people having freedom to express their hate, we just made them cover it up. That's why I think freedom of speech is very important. I don't think people should be censored. I think freedom of speech should be important. We should know who these people are. I think the worst thing for us to say, even as a black person, you know, is, oh, don't let them express themselves. No, no, let them expose themselves for who they are, and it's okay. Let them speak their mind. I don't think you should censor nobody. If they want to speak about what they doing, what they believe in, I think that's the best thing for you, man. For you to know what it is. If I know a tiger is over there, I'm not mad at the tiger for being a tiger. In different situations, you see somebody get attacked by a tiger, you like, oh, why was they in the tiger's space? And territory, whether they climb in a cage at a zoo or that's a tiger. So if somebody's letting you know this is how I am, leave them the fuck alone and let them feel how they feel in their space, as long as they not like. That's why I don't have problem with racists. I have problem with white supremacists. I have problems with people with that supremacist mindset in general, people trying to oppress people. And we know the white supremacists control stuff, period. Not saying all of them, and this would make a bad name for some of the good people, because you want to have a lot of money and you want to have a lot of power. But don't y'all get sick of people saying that because you have that power, you have a superiority complex, and that's because so many of people is doing it, and people are doing stuff like this. That's why y'all still get put in that same boat. Same thing with white people. This is why a lot of people, is because white supremacists is actually out here doing dirt in your name. Like I spoke on this in a different podcast. Um, when people go to different countries and stuff like that and do heinous stuff, they're doing that in our name. It's sorry to say, but even for my culture, we represent each other. So when you doing certain heinous stuff, people are using that against you. Regardless, people see us as a collective. Yes, we are individuals, but we still represent certain. You can look at it as tribes, you can look at it as cultures, or whatever. We represent certain things. So when we going around doing these things, we're making a name for ourselves. White supremacy is a mindset, and it was a name made by white supremacists. Well, it was a name made by white people who felt that they were superior to people. Slavery was done by white supremacists. Some people were against slavery. Some white people, from this jump. Some black people, a lot of black people helped enslave black people. It's a superiority complex just for me to fit in and feel a little more powerful. I'm going to make certain decisions. And it's crazy. It's the same thing you see today. A lot of people get boxed in, and even that, and they feel that yeah, my rights is, even though I'm wrong, they have to be sacrificed. This is what we speak about, us being sacrificed and feeling like we're sacrificed. Certain people just feel like, okay, it's better to sacrifice you than me, you know. And it's fucked up because it will even be people that you thought loved you and that you love, your family, your people, parents, people, brothers, sisters, all significant others. It's crazy, on a whole nother level of weird and crazy. So, if this get too long, I'm out, y'all. Till later.